article online about the benefits of lymphomic massage, and then stumbled upon a Groupon for lymphomic massage here at World Fusion.
My wife was very adamant about going to Tracy. She kept coming back and saying, oh, there were these. She has these magic hands, and they're so great, and they get on you, and it's not a comfortable thing, but you know, once you're done with it, you feel so much better. And so I just kind of thought, I don't know, it sounds like a massage. Until then, she said, well, why don't you try it? I got you a session. And I threw my hands up and said, fine, I'll go.
I found Tracy on Groupon. Coincidentally, I was looking for lymphatic massages, and this was the closest one. And once I stumbled upon her, fell in love, and she has every service that I needed and will need in the future as well.
I found her on Groupon.
I found out about Tracy from a friend of mine. I actually hurt my neck, and so I went to Dr. Paul's immediate care across the way, and they gave me some medicine for it, told me to kind of watch it. About 2 weeks later, I was still having issues, so I went back and saw Christina, and she recommended that I come across the way and see Tracy, and I did, and I've been coming probably every 2 weeks, if not every week since then.
I tend to work out quite a bit, and I tend to get really sore, and also just sitting at my desk, have problems with my neck, and she just breaks everything up. I just feel like a new person leaving here post-treatment with Tracy.
After the first one, I walked out feeling a little bit better than I had. And at first, I had a shoulder problem and a hamstring problem. I walked out, and they definitely felt looser. Wouldn't say that it was fixed right away, but it definitely felt looser, and it felt a little better. After the second time, I have now almost full range of motion back in my shoulder, and this is after doing physical therapy and everything to try to get rid of it. You know, just from going to the doctor, trying to get painkillers and whatsoever, and finally this seemed to be the thing that fixed it, or is going to fix it.
I started with lymphatic massages. I was post cosmetic surgery around my abdomen and back area, and so I was very tight, full of fluid. I was like about 2 weeks, a week and a half post surgery, and after that I have done the foot detox, which just changed my life. It just literally detoxes, cleanse you, and just makes you feel lighter. And I've also had the infrared blanket as well, which again goes hand in hand with detoxing. And just ever since I started Tracy, I've just been uplifted, a lot more energized, a lot more relaxed, stress-free.
I originally started seeing Tracy for post-operative lymphatic massages. I loved her so much I started seeing her for other services.
I think I started coming to Tracy about a year ago, and the body work that she's done has helped me be able to do what I do for a living. When I also started treatment here, I started kickboxing pretty religiously, and my body was not used to that. So I go to kickboxing 4 to 5 days a week, and I come to Tracy every week to counteract all of the muscle aches that I'm having.
Admittedly, the treatments themselves, it's not a soothing, wonderful hour of bliss. It sometimes is a little bit painful. But despite that, I look forward to this experience because I know I'm just going to feel 100% better.
I'm usually pretty tight, and everything feels like it's ready to snap. and when I get on the table and she starts working on me, there are areas where you can take it, and then there are areas where you need to breathe. Because if you don't breathe, it's just really bad. but once you start getting the oxygen into you, and you start getting into a rhythm of it, and you start loosening up a little bit more, then her movements and her application of pressure really start to kind of sink in, and then afterwards you feel great.
I feel like it's her hands and her ability to focus on the areas that I needed, which were here and my abdomen. So my swelling and my recovery has been a lot faster. So I'm already a month, almost 2 months in, and I could do everything that I used to do, prior to having the surgery done.
the body work that she does is this kind of, it's definitely therapeutic and healing. I can't describe the process, but I just know that I leave here feeling great.
Tracy found a lipoma that I went and got checked from the doctor, and then a couple months later I needed to get it removed because it was really hurting, and Tracy helped me heal from that removal surgery. Unbelievable. Like, I was better in less than a month.
I walk in pretty stiff. The treatment is pretty intense, which I appreciate. And she does a really great job of working out any ailments that I'm having, and, you know, focus on the right areas to where I'm walking out feeling 100%. And I definitely would not come every week if it was not worth it in every way, shape, and form.
This is just not like a regular massage. It's more of a holistic body treatment and kind of body repair work.
The physical therapist said that it was, you know, my scapula, but she tried to assign these exercises and techniques for me to try to work it out and strengthen the area, but it wasn't doing. Tracy also said it was my scapula, but by the way that she got in there and started working the scapula, getting her fingers deep in there, trying to pull it out, and I don't know what else she did, but that seemed to do it. So the physical therapist was right, they just couldn't do it. Tracy was right, and she was able to do it.
She knows the body, and she knows whatever you're going through. I feel like if you tell her exactly what it is, she'll find a method, whether it be using essential oils or just touching the body where it needs to be touched to feel better.
I also started seeing Tracy for body sculpting, body work with the ultrasound machine, and I've seen like tremendous benefits and progress in just that body work that she's done as well.
Everything she's recommended has been right on. Like, yesterday I have these cuts on my fingers that weren't healing, and Tracy recommended her CBD cream that they're like practically gone in one day. That's amazing.
I don't feel nearly as sore as I did. When I went to go see the spinal doctor, they're like, oh, you're grinding your teeth, you're doing this, you're doing that. And she's like, I can help you with all of these things. It's like, great. I have to go see a spinal doctor.
I completely crave coming here and need to come see her. I know I'm going to feel so much better.
Someone is basically just, you know, stressed and needs to relax, then you can just find a regular masseuse. But if your stress is causing you physical pain, then Tracy is her methods would be definitely applicable over a regular masseuse, because she'll be able to, you know, take away at least the pain so that the stress won't double up the pain.
You actually leave feeling lighter, happier, and just overall your stress level, if you come in with a 10, you would definitely leave at a 1 to a 0. So she's just awesome.
There's been times where I don't know that's what's going on with my body, or not. I just didn't catch a pain that I was having, or some tenseness, soreness going on, and she caught it for me, like, oh, you have a lot of tension here, or she just has a way of being intuitive and knowing that that was off with my body. And I think that's like, it's definitely, I call her a miracle worker, because she just has this way of knowing, and I'm not even knowing.
And I like coming to Tracy like, once a month, because then it helps me stay balanced, and it really does seem to help me be able to keep on living the active lifestyle I want to have.
Depending on, you know, what week it is and what I've done that week, I'll come in and I'm like, oh, you know, I feel like my leg is messed up, and the next week I come in and she's like, why don't you go ahead and start face down? She's like, I feel like it's going to be your shoulders this week. I was like, that's exactly what I was going to tell you. This is crazy. So I don't know what it is, but she's able to sense that, and that's pretty impressive.
She knows what she's doing, and it's been a long time to find someone who knows what they're doing all the time. That's unusual.
I felt like I found a gem, like a hidden gem in coming here.